talked to her today. They gave us these cool backgrounds today after Halloween, which was
of course, right?
I hope they give us Christmas ones before Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's see. Instagram.
Updating my data. You know how I keep track of everything. You know, I'm a little bit behind. I haven't done like the last couple trips, so I gotta get all my like dining that I had and all that stuff in there.
I want to count my medals. Like I loved how you do your races. I wouldn't know how many races I've done, but I could count my
Dude,
medals.
it took some work, but I figured it out though. Yeah, I figured it out. And like I think I'm at 86 medals or something. So that was like I should probably get 100. if I'm that close. And I don't count the Castaway Key ones or like the virtual ones.
Yeah.
Like because I did like a couple of those virtual series like a while ago because they were cool medals, you know, but like I was like, no, I want like in person, like run Disney races.
Yeah, I wouldn't count the virtual. I've never done the virtuals, but
I've done Castaway like what, like 6, 7, 8. I mean, who knows how many of those I have, you know. I don't want to count those.
Well, actually, I've given away like there's a couple times I've given my medals because there was like somebody
on the podcast cruise didn't get one, I think, right?
Yeah, and one time like somebody ran it and they didn't know you got one at the end, like when we were on the tram on the way back to the boat.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're supposed to stop at that little shack. Like, I didn't know you got a medal because I had it with me. I'm like, here, I have like 5 of these at home.
So nice, yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, I have quite a few of those. I mean, sometimes they do run out too. Like I remember that one where we did a twofer because we've done a lot of those, like 2 stops to Castaway. There's one year where like the second time they only gave you like a keychain. I don't know if you remember that.
Dude, like, I ran through the heat, through the jungle for a keychain. Are you kidding me? Woo!
You just got to enjoy that cookies too a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
I'm craving one of those chicken sandwiches right now.
I'm so excited I get to go to Cookies.
I know, and you're gonna fly out and you're gonna do sail out Port Everglades, which I think is super cool. So that'll be a fun experience for you.
I stay at that hotel you stayed at. I mean,
that hotel is sweet, man.
Is it?
I love that. I love that place.
Yep, that'll be fun.
You'll be just amazed at how close like the airport is to like the port and to the hotel. I mean, it's so easy to navigate. Way different than Port Canaveral.
The flight was like $50 cheaper to go into Miami, but I thought the Uber ride would be more expensive, like the difference in flying into Lauderdale. So I'm like, it's probably cheaper just to go into Lauderdale. And I thought it'd be just fun to go to a different airport because I've been in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Let me get this ready. Oh, I should get my hang on. What up? HOW. I need a prop. I'm gonna probably be hot in this sweatshirt. It's one of those.
I do have a lizard polo. Ben Lappin hooked it up. I'll send you a picture after the show, Jason. Actually, hold on. I might be able to share it because you know how we can share sometimes.
You are the master of sharing on this thing. You're better than I am at that.
So that would have been. I wore it at the Contemporary. I did one of those, just a run around the resort once. November. I'm gonna find it. I'll share it during the show.
I gotta call out Billy Bean. He's over on Instagram. Dude, I have eaten so many 100-gram bars. He sent me.
He sent you some 100 grams? Dude, 100 grams are so good, man.
I can't stop eating them. They're so rich. Like, they're so rich. I had one just earlier. My tooth's kind of hurting because the caramel got stuck. They're so good. Oh, holy smoly. All right, let's do a podcast. Right thing up. Yep. Dude, it's 6:07. We got to start. All right. Got that on Do Not Disturb. Mute. You ready?
Yeah, I'm going to share a photo really quick, though.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. Dude, Don's in Alani. Aloha. All right, here we go. I'm going to start it.
Go for it.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, November 2nd, 2025. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy November to you and welcome darkness here in the United States. Daylight savings time come and gone. If you're tuned in live, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X.com, Twitch, you just got to see Scotty G chilling out at the Contemporary in the Lizard Polo. Bam! That's the way to start the weekend. Joining me, we are back together. Actually, if you're watching, we did not even talk to each other. This is how you know that we are just brothers from another mother. We just, bam, came on and we had on the same, we're dressed like twins. It's craziness. It just happens. Scotty G from Must See Adventures. Scott, happy Sunday. Welcome to November, man. Darkness, your old friend, settled in.
Darkness, my old friend. Yes,
it's wild, man. It's just nuts.
That polo I shared is a one of one. Like that's pretty. That's a pretty rare shirt that I had there. Yeah, happy Sunday. Sorry I missed last week. I was at Trattoria El Forno with my Wine Dine medal, having some spaghetti and meatball because the race was Lady and the Tramp themed, so I had to take my photo there. And yeah, it was
Did
awesome.
You share a noodle there with
We may have actually. We may share. I mean, it was romantic. It was me. It was just me and Liz, because a lot of our friends were doing some other things, getting ready for the party, and then we just hopped over. We were right there at the boardwalk, so we entered Epcot for the Wine and Dine after party from there.
Nice. So I'm going to ask you about your trip. We're going to take calls here in just a second at 407-584-7173. If you're down there, give us a little, highlights from the trip, maybe a little quick race report, maybe great dining experience, maybe something in the parks. Just tell us about it. If you want to talk about anything else that's been happening, Christmas decorations are up around Walt Disney World in places, not the resorts, but Magic Kingdom. We got Zootopia. It's kind of soft opening, or at least there's people talking about it over at Animal Kingdom. Stuff to talk about. Disney Destiny, we got kind of a cross section release today of some of the stuff happening with that ship. But real quick,
I just arrived at Port Canaveral just now too.
Did it? I know it was on the sign. I think it was supposed to maybe get there on the 5th. I know it's no, it's not going to Canaveral, or is it going to Canaveral because it's going to Lauderdale?
I know, but I thought it was going to Canaveral first, like today. I could be wrong.
Yo, you know what? I think you're right because it was on the Canaveral sign. Yeah,
I think like at 6:30 or 7 o'clock it was showing up, so it might be there right now.
Oh, you're right. That is correct. So I got to send it happy birthday to Paige, my daughter, up in Chicago. Even though she does not watch this show, got to tell her happy birthday. Yeah, can you believe next year she's going to be 30? How can that be? I'm only 32. That's wild.
That's not right.
It's craziness, but I want to send a big happy birthday to Paige and good luck to the Lady Flames as their basketball season kicks off tomorrow on November 3rd. Hopefully they have a great, successful season. I have a good feeling about the season. They have a good class coming in. They're going to be shooting the lights out of the ball, kind of a different strategy. They're going to be more of a shooting team this year. I think it's what they need in their league in the Valley. I think it's going to be great. And also, if you follow me on social media, I just killed you with all the reels in the past 24 hours. Can't help it. This is it. My daughter's a senior. Shout out to the Francis Howell varsity, or just the cheerleading squad, the varsity cheerleading squad, Missouri State champions. Finally. Oh my gosh. All those years we've been, this is a little bitty thing, going to the gym, Summit, going to places like Schaumburg, Illinois, Jam Fest in Indianapolis, Kansas City, all these little towns all around the Midwest, up to the Dells in Wisconsin. Man, we've been traveling around, culminating in a state championship. For the love of mercy, there was many tears running down this old dad's face because it was like the natural, man. It happened. It came together at the perfect time. We got the little wooden state of Missouri thing that hangs all around our high schools. I mean, ever since I was in school, it's the same thing when you get a state title for any sport. And I'll tell you what, never got one when I was when I played sports. I was 1-1 for baseball, never got it in any sport I played. But man, when your kid gets a state title, it's way better than when you get one. I'll tell you that, man. It's the best. So shout out to Francis Howell. Cheer. Whew. Awesome. So
that's awesome. Congratulations. But I got to share this though. Sean just shared in the Discord, in the chat here, that the ship did arrive and it played the new horn Go the distance.
Oh,
That was like
up.
made for
Oh my
you,
God.
Mike. That
Oh my
horn. I'm just
God,
saying.
no way. And I get to be on that thing in let's see, today's the 2nd. So in a month and 5 days on the 7th of December.
And you're gonna
Oh
hear
my
"Go
God.
the Distance"
Speaking
horn,
of
Disney horn
cheering
ship
up,
style.
that's dude, that song wrecks me.
I
That
know
song
it does.
stories, what are they gonna do? That's
Like if you're like in
good.
the fitness center and you can like hear it while you're running on the treadmill.
Oh, dude, keep your finger off the horn, Captain. Keep your finger off the horn. Don't do it. That's craziness. Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense because the feature shows Hercules.
Yeah. I'd
Perfect.
tell you though, like you and I were talking about this over the podcast cruise this summer. I do like the horn better on the Magic. I just like that original, like the
Yes,
actual like
I do
horn.
too.
That is so much better to me, but it's loud too. It's louder on that ship too.
Well, 100%. Yeah. Connoisseurs of the Disney Cruise Line will know the digital horn versus the analog horn. The
Yes.
analog horn blows you right off the top deck. Digital horn, not so much.
Not
Does
so
have
much.
variety, but it's synthesized.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
like
well,
you told me that little tidbit when we're in the pool, like you could see like the each
7
note
horns.
like on
There's
the horn.
7
I thought that
horns.
was super
Yeah.
cool. I had no idea. That was super
I mean,
cool.
it's actually 7 horns that are different
Yeah.
notes. So that's
Yeah.
they just blow 7 horns and yeah, but man,
It's
it
neat.
is loud. All right. So so Scott, real quick, give us a man, wine and dine. Wish you could have been there, but had stuff going on back home. So you guys got good weather. I was like,
We did.
for
I'll tell
one,
you, it was a little
pretty
warm
good.
on the half though. Like the
At least
dew
you didn't
point
have
was
rain.
high, and I had no idea. Jared and I we were just talking about this. We recorded another podcast with our friends the Ducks recently, and we were just standing in the corral. Like it felt good, right, for the half. And then all of a sudden, Jeff Galloway comes out. I was like, just to let you know, like, make sure you hydrate today. You know, the dew point is high. Our pacers are going to go slower than they already anticipate. I'm like, what? It feels great in here. Then, like, after he said that, though, like, I don't know if it was like in my mind or what. Like, but
Gotcha.
yeah, it felt warm. It felt warm after
You
that.
got in your head.
No, the course was great. It was a little different though, Mike. We went to Blizzard Beach on a half marathon.
Dude, why?
Your muscle memory just kind of messes with you a little bit. The good news is though, it was more like as when you left the studios, you got a lot of studios time, which I thought was great. Because like in the full marathon, you get no studios time. It feels like so it was a good amount of studios time for the half course. Still missed the Osborne Lights though for that half marathon
For real.
for Wine Dine.
Yes.
Oh man, I missed that. But yeah, so then you leave like off Sunset, you hit the main road, and we went towards Coronado, like mile 5, mile 6, and then you're heading towards Blizzard Beach. The good news is the sun wasn't up, so that was nice, right? So it wasn't a blazing hot sun going through the Blizzard Beach parking lot, but
That is
it's a fun
good.
course.
So I saw you also were a huge celebrity interviewed by Riley. I saw
I
that,
mean,
dude. I was so excited for that. So
it
what was
cracks
that
me up.
all
And he like I wasn't even trying, man. I'm just walking to
about?
I gave him a fist bump every morning, and then one morning he was like, Scott, he's like, Scott, come on, come over here. I gotta talk to you. And it was kind of funny. He asked me like, why do I keep, he's like, Scott, you come to all these events. Why do you keep coming to Run Disney? What makes you do this? And I talked about, I got kind of sappy, it's the friendships, I come here to see my friends. Like, it's just, and like, I mean, yeah, I do the races, but it's more about like the friendships and the activities we do during the weekend. And it was just kind of ironic because I was like in the corral, like by myself, like with no friends around me.
Where's your boy Mike? He's back home. He didn't come down.
Exactly. Like, yeah, where's Mike at? Yeah. But no, it's always good. Like I love Riley, Pelkey, Clarissa, and Tracy, I think is the other one. Like they're all great. They really keep you entertained and energized in the corrals. They're just awesome people to talk to. And it was fun that he called me out. He called me out every day, basically. He would notice me in the corral. So that makes it feel good.
I can't wait. Yeah, I mean, because now that Wine and Dine is in the rearview mirror, Marathon Weekend will be coming up soon. Disneyland, and then Princess will be there.
I know they
you
just
go
like
out.
they're bam, bam, like right after each other.
Yeah, because like
And I'll be back for springtime. I'm doing the 10K because I kind of forgot I was signed up for it until I went to go get my waiver. I'm like, oh, why do I have another registration in here? So I guess I'm going back for springtime just to do the 10K.
One other thing you did, and we'll be talking about this maybe this week coming up because I think hopefully you can do the shows with us because Pam's out of town. I haven't asked you, but hopefully you will. I forgot to ask in the pre-show, but Sangria U, you guys did that, right? Was that I mean, was it because you've done the thing at Alani, right? So was that similar to the experience at Alani?
So it was a little bit different. Like I thought Sangria U was cool. It was I didn't know what I was fully expecting because you've been to Three Bridges. It's a huge venue, kind of, and like the bar sits in the middle, so it's kind of split in a way. I thought it was going to be more intimate, like a smaller group, because I felt like it's hard to get. I feel like it's hard to book, but no, like it is massive. They use almost every seat in
Really?
that place, and there's two instructors. So there's one instructor on one side of the lounge, and there's another instructor on the other, and they're like kind of shouting at you. It's kind of loud,
It's kind of like Cocktail.
a little bit, yes. But it's good. There's a lot of history, right? So we were trying to get a couple people, Jason, Veronica, to join us just because they just wanted to hang out. I was like, hey, and I talked to them like, hey, can I get a couple friends to come in? They're just going to hang out, they're not going to drink or anything. But they're like, since this is an educational course too, it's just not about the drinks. You learn a lot about like stuff and like that. Like we kind of ask that people still pay, but if they don't want to drink the alcohol, we have a mocktail version. So that's good to know too, right? So there's like they do like a lemonade version. So if you don't drink, which is great. Like if you like they have the 0 proof drinks, you can still do Sangria University. You can just do it with like these like lemonades that they do. And I know that Jason really enjoyed them. I think there was one he didn't really care for, but I thought that was a great option to have.
That is great, especially in a place like Walt Disney World, family friendly. Mocktails. It's great.
Yeah,
And,
it was great. And so then we all still got to hang out. My one downside is like they give you some chips and guac right off the bat. They're like, oh yeah, like, dude, I looked over and
will be done.
Jared only had like 6 chips on his plate. It was kind of unfair, so I was trying to give him some of mine because he just slammed through those things right away. Jason didn't want his guacamole. We learned Jason doesn't eat guacamole.
What is wrong with you, Jason?
I know. That used to be me. You taught me. How to do it, Mike.
I used to not like it either until Pam taught me.
Look at this. So Liz was like, well, if you're not going to eat that, like all the chips were gone. But like Liz took her bar spoon because you would like stir things. So she took her bar spoon and just started eating the guac with her bar spoon. But they need more food, I feel like, because that's all you get. Like and the chips and guac were good, but I felt like they could add like another like food item because you have 4 sangrias and then you make your own at the end. I mean, that's a lot of drinking, so it'd be good to have a little more food, I would think. So that would be like my suggestion is maybe a little more food during the
dare you say class. Everybody should have a little personal charcuterie.
Yes, there we go. But yeah, that was so much fun. I know that is moving to Toledo. I think I talked about that on a podcast recently. I was like, when I went to go book it or look at it, like it said there's an alert that it was moving to Toledo. Could be because it gets windy, right? So some of the glasses like fall down and like you could deal with some weather, some heat, some breeze. I mean, I liked it there. I thought it was great having the breeze off the water. You got the view of the tower right there. It's just an unbelievable setting. But I think it'll be good in Toledo. I just think that helps with like any weather interference is probably why it's moving.
Yeah, it's probably just like a safer bet. It's like it's constant. They probably just had 10% of the days where it's weather's a challenge. Like
and the servers are always coming out. Like if you finish one, like they want to take the glass right away because it will like probably fall down. They probably break a lot of glasses in that setting.
All right, so how about we take some calls? First of all, shout out to the Lizards who ran New York today. I was watching that this morning on TV. They kept talking about hills. I'm like, pass. I signed up for that 1 year, I think in 23 or 24. Didn't get in. And when I saw that, they kept talking about hills. I'm like, man, I'm glad I dodged that bullet. But shout out to Mike, who's over on Instagram, our good buddy Mike. Run Mike D over there. I mean, he's a great buddy, always over in the clubhouse. Ran today. Also
ran for his wife who passed away sadly this year. Yep.
Yes, he ran for her, and Grace ran as well. And I know we had a couple other folks ran too. But man, that course, serious. So congratulations to them getting out there. When you watch those elite runners and they just like, oh, they're slowing down. It's like, you watch it on TV and they always show the world-class people and like, they're like, yeah, they're slowing down, man. They're down to like a 5:15 mile. I'm like, 5:15 mile, dude, I'd be scared. What are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, it's like, yeah,
that cracks me up. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're down to a 5:15. Something must be wrong. I'm like, yeah, something's really wrong.
Do you think Disney moved Wine Dine Half-Marathon a week because of the New York City? Because I felt like there was always some like
possibly
there's a lot of lizards that would not sign up for Wine Dine because there was like in hopes that they would get in the lottery for New York, So I almost wondered. But then like, do you really want to do the Wine and Dine half, and then boom, go do New York the next weekend. Probably not. So
Some people do marathons back to back weekends. So
I
possible.
know. I mean, some people do a half marathon and then a
I know.
marathon the next day. I mean, we've done that like what 8, 9 times.
Yeah, true. All right, phone lines are open 407-584-7173, 407-584-7173. If you were down at Wine and Dine, you want to talk about that. You excited about the Christmas decorations already up at the Magic Kingdom? You excited for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and all that stuff that is happening now? What do you think about the Zootopia attraction coming to the Tree of Life? Scott, did you see they're putting in safety nets? Did you see that the pictures there? So I don't. People are like debating whether these are going to be permanent or if they're temporary, but now there's like safety nets above like the where you go into the Tree of Life, like to go into the attraction, like where you would have gone in for Tough to Be a Bug. I don't know if it's like permanent or not.
Why?
We got a call. I hope it's not
Just
permanent. Let's see if we got a call here. Hey, call you there.
Spoiler free on that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
Hi, Diana from Connecticut.
Hey, Diana. Thanks for calling in tonight. Glad you could make it.
Hi. I've called in a couple times, but this is my first time calling in when Scotty G's there.
Scotty G.
So, hey, Scott.
He's
hello, Diana from Connecticut. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you guys?
Doing great. It's normally a little bit lighter when I recorded this show live with Mike. I don't know why. Like it's dark all of a sudden on my window. I wonder what happened to cause that.
I was just gonna say I'm enjoying the pitch black that is as of 4:00 this afternoon.
Yes.
Jeez, that's so early.
I mean, it does make the studio look better. It makes the lighting look better in here, but you know, it's sad. Anyway, so what's going on?
Well, I actually wanted to call in because my parents are on a cruise. They're on the Oasis of the Seas.
Oh, nice.
And I've been a big fan of the Be Our Guest podcast for a long time. And I was recently watching Must See Adventures, and I've been watching all the episodes, and I got my mom watching them with me too. So while she's on the ship, she sent me a picture of Sorrento's. And she goes, "Look, it's Scotty G's favorite place." I thought I would share.
That makes me laugh so much. I love it. That makes me smile. I love that someone saw Sorrento's and thought of me. That
Sorrento's parentheses Scotty G's favorite place.
So is your mom doing a tracker though? Is she keeping track of the slices?
I don't think so. I said to her, "You'll have to at least try it and let me know how good it is," because Scotty G obviously liked it.
There we go. I love it.
I've been on a couple of Royal Cruises too. Sorrento's rocks, but I didn't do it. I wasn't as I'm not as entrepreneurial as Scott did a tracker.
I mean, I was on the ship for 14 days. I thought it'd be fun to do some kind of counter.
I also didn't walk around the ship in a cape and a crown either with a scepter. So I mean, there was a whole different level to Scott. You know,
I was cruise famous. I will say that. So where's she cruising to, Diana? Where are they going on the Oasis?
The Oasis, they actually left Friday. They're at sea for a couple days, and then they're going to Aruba, Curacao, Dominican Republic. And then I guess they have their own island on the Bahamas too, Coco Key.
Yeah.
So then they stop there on the way back.
Cool.
So they're living the life. They're both retired, so they get to go on cruises in October. I'm a school teacher, so I always relate to what Mike talks about when he talks about his days as a school teacher. And, there's no way I could go on a cruise in October, November. So I live vicariously through them.
Guess what? I'm taking a cruise on December 7th for the first time.
Yeah, that must be so nice.
I'm so excited because, the thing was, like, it came through and I had to make a decision in 3 hours. Like, I had a 3-hour window to say yes or no on this. Like, I got an email from Pam and she's like, yay or nay on this, but I got to know by noon. Dude, I was on the treadmill at 9 a.m. I'm like, and my wife was subbing that day.
I wouldn't even think about it, Mike. That would be.
I did. Yes. I'm like, dude, this is why she retired. I'm like, because I couldn't get a hold of her because she was subbing in a school where she had no cell reception. So I just told her that night when she came home, like, you retired. This is why you retired. We're going on a cruise. She came home that night. I was like, guess what? We're going on a cruise. Like, so, she's like, where are we going? I'm like, we're going on that new ship. So yeah. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. So finally I've never done anything like this, like in, other than the summer. So it'll be fun. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it almost more than you would have, just because you know how it is. It's just so hard to ever go anywhere if it's not maybe April when we have spring break or
Right.
summer. And it's just a different situation when you get to go any other time of year where there's less people, it's less expensive.
Well,
So,
and to my thing, okay, so this is just, we're getting into the holiday season right now that it's November. I mean, I'm kind of like Scott. I think Scott and I align on this. Like, I don't want to push Christmas like everybody else in the world seems to. My birthday's on Thanksgiving this year. Liz, Scott's wife's birthday is right around mine as well. I like to enjoy Thanksgiving and kind of ease into Christmas around that time. But I will say that, I enjoy, one of my favorite Christmas commercials is that Corona commercial that has the lights on the palm
the
tree.
palm
Like,
trees.
oh,
Yeah. I know that one.
favorite one because it's so simple. But there's something about hearing Christmas music in Florida, like in a tropical climate. I love, like, when I'm in Florida and like I can wear shorts and I hear Christmas music and I love seeing Christmas lights on palm trees. There's something about like the juxtaposition of that. Like, I love seeing that. And so this year, like I told Pam, like, nothing else. Like, we'll get to be in Florida for like a few days in December and we'll get to see Christmas lights on palm trees, like maybe at the airport, or like just drive, going to the port. I love that stuff, and there's a lot of times we don't get down there until after Christmas or, not that time of year. So I'm just pumped about listening to Christmas music in Florida in shorts. So I know that's kind of dumb, but that's my jam.
Diana, do you have a trip planned? I know
Absolutely.
you got the school teaching going on. Do you have a trip planned for like a spring break or winter break or anything?
Well, I actually have a travel credit because I had to cancel a trip last summer. So I have about $1,000 with JetBlue, and I tend to go to Florida with JetBlue or Southwest. So I do have some money, and I have a couple of Disney. There are 2 park hopper tickets that I also wasn't able to use. So I'm just trying to decide when. Our spring break is in April, so that's an option. I don't have anything officially planned, but I'm trying to think. It would either be that or maybe sometime in June, but nothing officially right now. Everything's kind of up in the air, but I have some options, so trying to decide what would make the most sense.
Nice to have those options. Yeah. I feel like either one, you're going to have Flower and Garden going on at Epcot. It should be, because I feel like that has been going into June-ish, like early June. Because I love that festival. I love that festival over at Epcot. Yeah, I don't know, because like your spring break is probably a little bit later in Connecticut than some of the other schools, around.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have them in March. Ours is almost always middle of April.
Yeah, so I think that
It's a
would
really
help.
nice time to go anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a great time to go, especially leave the Connecticut weather, right? And like, I'm sure you're very similar to Michigan, right? Where it's still like you can have some doozy days still in mid-April, so it's just nice to see some green grass, some palm trees.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, I wrote an email back in March. My mom and I actually we planned like a very impromptu trip. We did this silly thing on Instagram where I was like, look what resort you're going to stay in 2025. And it's like one of those reels where it goes through the resorts really quickly and you have to pause your screen. And we both landed on Coronado Springs.
Yes. And
do you remember? I wrote an email. I know you read it on the listener question show.
Yes. And
this was back in March.
It's so ironic too, because I mean, that's the hotel that, like, the resort that we stay at all the time. Like, Scott was just there. You stayed there.
Yeah,
Right?
I was there. Yeah, I was just there last weekend. I was there a week ago.
I saw you. Like, by my friends, like, yeah, you were in. Were you not in the Ranchos?
I was in the Ranchos.
Weird. Which is weird because you're always in the casitas. But yeah.
And based on my research, we'll go back to Diana here. But like, I did a king room. And based on my research, I thought only casitas had the king room. So I thought for sure I was going to be there. But no, I was in the Ranchos. And it wasn't even a corner room, Mike. It was just a normal room that had the king. Yeah.
Huh. I guess you do that. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's so funny, though, because like Scott and I both, probably 75% of our last trips have been Coronado. It just kind of.
I've stayed at Coronado 60-some nights, probably like 66 nights now. I'm doing the data right now. So
that's great. That's a lot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to take a spontaneous trip. We were there. We left on a Friday afternoon. I took like half a personal day. We flew down and we came back on Sunday afternoon. So it
That
was
was
a
quick.
2-night stay, but it was honestly one of my favorite trips that I've ever done.
Those
And
are fun. Those are really memorable, right?
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are the best because it just kind of feels like everything's gravy. You know, it's like no expectations, everything's gravy.
And the weather was ideal. I think it was like 75 and sunny, and this was the first weekend in March. So, you know, March, April, I feel like that's a good time to be down there, weather-wise anyway.
I 100% agree. Because it's just that's the point where I'm just like over winter. Like I can handle December okay because you got the holidays. January, like, yeah, I can kind of still get it, you know, because we're just coming out of the holidays. I got the football playoffs are happening and stuff. But when I get to February and March, I need winter to be over. So that's always a great time to go down.
All right, quick question for you before we cut you loose here. So, favorite park at Walt Disney World during the holidays? Which park? If you could go to one park during the holidays, which park is the best?
Oh boy, that's a really hard question. Like I said, I really am not able to get down there too often if it's not like a school break. But I did go one year. It was just like a long weekend, and it was in December actually. I really like Hollywood Studios a lot at night though, like when all the lights are on. But I feel like Magic Kingdom is just like the classic place to be during the holidays because the way it's decorated, and there's just always something special about Magic Kingdom. But this is a hard question because I also really like Epcot at Christmas.
I was gonna say it's so hard. I think I lean towards Epcot.
Really
the Festival of Foods is like the best. Oh my god, it's so good.
You pretty much gave
and
my
Epcot has my favorite tree. That's my favorite Christmas tree that they have is the one at Epcot. And then the American one has an awesome one too.
Mm-hmm.
See, I like the decorations the best at the studios, and you're especially at night, especially when they light up the Tower of Terror like that. I think that's a cool touch. The end of sunset. But I love like that kind of 50s Christmas aesthetic, especially at night at the studios. That's my favorite, 100% my favorite. But then Magic Kingdom is as close as you're going to get to kind of walking through like a Christmas card from like days gone by, you know, like
then that's it though. Once you leave Main Street, it's kind of over. That's what I don't like about it.
But I mean, but the Main Street is so cool. I mean, like, even though it is only Main Street, like a Main Street, especially like, I mean, if you ever get to go to a Christmas party, holy smokes, with like the snow and like watching the Christmas parade. Oh my gosh. I mean, it is so expensive and I don't know if it's worth it, but man, it is so cool when you get to do that. But you're right. Epcot's the entire experience. Like Magic Kingdom condensed mostly to Main Street, unless you're going to the Christmas party. But Epcot's a bigger, it's a hard choice. That's a hard one. That's why
I think Animal Kingdom is great at Christmas time too, though. So.
I know. I like the tree they have there in the front. When you before you even get into the park at Animal Kingdom is really nice too. So
awesome Tigger right there too. Like they
I just like all of them.
Yeah,
good stuff.
You just get to choose.
So we have no answer, as always. That's exactly how our podcast rolls.
So before I let you go, I just wanted to tell you one more thing, and that I also check my milk expiration date when I have a trip coming up. I've heard you guys talk about that before, and I was laughing to myself. I'm like, oh my god, I do the same
100%. I'm like, yes, within range of my trip.
You know you're getting close win. Yes. I love that, Diana. And I appreciate you watching Must See Adventures and your mom watching it too. That made me so happy to hear. So thank you for that.
I love it. I've watched every episode, just like I listen to every episode of this podcast. It gives me my Disney fix when I'm really missing it, because I tend to go as often as I can. I'm a Disney person too.
I love it.
But yeah, I love watching your adventures. So thank you for putting.
I have a lot more coming up. I do have a non-Disney episode coming up, but you know what? It'll still be fun though. But yeah, plenty more Disney.
I mean, I watch them all. I feel like I know everything about your family.
Dude, we'd watch Scotty G, Peel, and Apple. I mean, come on, let's be serious. Let's go.
That's funny.
But anyway, I'm sure she'll enjoy her pizza. But when I saw you guys were both on the podcast, and I was like, I have to call, at least let them know that my mom is checking out Sorrento's.
Well, tell your mom to call back. Tell your mom to call next time. Like, we'd love to hear from her too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mom.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for calling in. You made our night. We appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great night.
Thanks for teaching us, Diana. We'll see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
I have a quick question for you, Mike, because me and Liz were talking about this weekend. You were talking about the palm tree, like Christmas lights. Is your cruise a maritime as well? Like
I hope. I mean, it should be, but
I think it is. I'll look it up. But
I didn't look.
But we were thinking about this. the island's got to be decorated for Christmas, right? Like Castaway's got to be decorated for
Yeah,
Christmas. wouldn't you
Castaway
think?
will be. Yeah, Castaway will be for
So I
sure.
think that'd be
Other ships
super
are going,
cool
but
to see.
I
Is
know.
yours going to Castaway or Lookout? Do you
Yeah,
know?
it's only going to Castaway. It's
Okay.
a weird sailing because it just goes over to Castaway the first day, and then it's 2 sea days.
Oh, okay.
That's all. It's just going
I
back
just
and
think
forth.
that would be like a cool experience to see like Castaway like decked out for Christmas. Or I'm sure they might.
Oh
do
yeah,
something
yeah, dude. I'll be taking anything that's
Yeah.
got like any kind of tropical and Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be taking
Because we've
that.
been there. Because you and I have been to Castaway so many times, but now during the holidays, so I think it'd be really cool
Yeah.
to see.
I have always loved like just I don't
I
know
want
what
to hear
it
like
is.
I want to hear Christmas steel drum music when I get off
Yeah,
that ship.
that is it, dude. I listen to like anything I can find on Apple Music that is like any kind of Christmas, like you said, steel drum music,
Yeah.
dude. I am in. I
When
love.
I get off the gangway at Castaway and they're playing Andy Williams from a steel drum, like I'm gonna lose it.
Oh, dude, stop! That's so good. I cannot wait. That's why I got so excited because I mean, like I love Christmas, but like tropical Christmas, and I guess it's because like my Midwest, like
Yeah.
it's so exotic. Like I love Christmas, and I
Our
love
first cruise on the Dream. This is in 2014 in January, like right by like is it Donald on the Dream? I think like the statue in the atrium.
Yeah, I think it
There's
is.
like that little stage there. There was a guy playing like the steel drum as like you like entered the ship. I've never seen that. I've done like 9 more cruises since then. I've never once seen that again. Like I would love if they would bring that back. That was just so cool. Like they announce your name and then there was a guy like greeting you, like playing the steel drum.
Because that would not be hard. And they've actually, I mean, I haven't done it for a while either, but they used to have like like maybe 3 people playing music up in the adult area like that, like a little, like a 3-person, steel drum guy,
I'd like
maybe
to see
a
more
bass
of that.
guy or drummer. Yeah. All right, phone lines are open 407-584-7173. We want to talk about race weekend. If you were down there,
Oh yeah,
you get excited. Oh, we got a call coming in.
I did Beacon Barrel, GO82. I did some new experiences. If anyone had questions about that,
I do. But we got a call, so let's talk to our caller. Hey, who's joining us? Caller. Hello. Caller, you there?
I mean, the lines are working because we got Diana from Connecticut to come through.
Good. I think I lost him. Let's see here. Try it again. 475-847-7173. Yep, must have lost him. Looks like it dropped. All right. Yeah, see, like Jason grew up down in Florida with it, so it wouldn't be as exotic. So I'm sure. Here it comes. Let's see. Let's grab this.
Yeah, he always hopes for the colder weather in Florida. Sure. Yeah.
All right, caller, you there?
Yes, indeed.
Hello, who's this?
It's Shaggy. I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
Shaggy, what's going on, buddy?
Not too much. Just I was just down at the World a couple of weeks ago for a conference and did the Halloween party. But always got to go back for Christmas. It's the time. It's the best place to go for Christmas. There's really I go every year. I have to do it.
So
I'm absolutely looking forward to it.
So now, remind me, where are you from? Where do you live?
I'm in Northern Virginia, near Washington D.C.
So are you like me, where, and I think Scott too, but I mean, I can't speak as much for Scott. I don't know. Like, I mean, I get so crazy for like the palm trees and the Christmas, like that whole thing. Is that kind of you too?
I wasn't at first when I first started going down for Christmas, but it really has grown on me over the years because I pretty much have gone every year for Christmas for past 15 years or so, and it's definitely grown on me. And to me, that's my Christmas more than anything, is because I do the Christmas party. I've been doing Jollywood since it started, so I do that every year as well. It's expensive, but I got to do it. And to top it off with the candlelight processional. And if I had to pick a park for Christmas, it would be Epcot, because candlelight is the best show Disney does, bar none, for me.
Nice. I've seen it a bunch of times, never like up front. I've always seen it from the back, but I always love that. Now, let me ask you about Jollywood, because it sounds like you're invested. You've gone a few times. What do you say Disney does best? Because again, I think they've kind of learned, like they've kind of grown with this experience, right? I mean, they've got not great reviews the very first night, but I think it got really good reviews
Right.
going forward. What are they doing well with that experience?
I think it's definitely, while it's, kids can enjoy it, it's definitely more, I think, of an adult affair. It seems like when I've gone, they're definitely catering more to that crowd, but the atmosphere that, that they put on, the little side shows that are going on, like the band that plays outside of Tower of Terror, that's, a great thing every year. For this year, I'm doing the piano bar for the first time. I've never gone and seen that. So, but just there's a lot of little nuances and things that they add. Just that atmosphere of that. It's different. It's something that they really haven't done, at least in my experience before. It's I wouldn't say it's better than the Christmas party at Magic Kingdom. It's just different. And if you're looking for something different, and I kind of always am, then it's definitely worth checking out.
Scott, you have a question?
No, I mean that's awesome. So who are you seeing this year for Candlelight? Sounds like that you have a trip already planned. So what are your dates? Who are you going to see?
Oh, I already got a plan. It's Henry Winkler, because
Nice.
I landed on that perfectly, and I've been a fan of Henry Winkler since back Happy Days and watching that as a kid, and it's got to be the Fonz.
I would agree. That would be the one I'd want to see the most this year too. I think that sounds super cool.
I think he just had
Last
a
year
birthday.
was Ralph Macchio. And that was also a big '80s hit for me, and that was quite amazing. And since he's doing the Cobra Kai show on Netflix, there were actually some of the other actors there from that show watching him, and they were actually hanging out with people that as they were coming in, which was kind of cool to get pictures with them and get to see those people in person.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You never know with Candlelight, who's going to show up to see that person on stage.
That's a good point, because their their co-stars, friends could be there to support them and just drop. Yeah, I didn't think about that. A lot of times I think it happens with acts at Epcot. You never know. It's like the Eat to the Beat concert series. They'll bring out.
Oh yeah.
They'll bring like, oh well, it's this person performing, but all of a sudden, hey, guess what? My friends, this person that was in the band with me 25 years ago pops out and does a couple songs with them, and everybody loses their minds.
There was a group called the M80s when we were there for Wine and Dine, and none of us were like, who are the M80s? I've never heard of this. But I love live music, so we're kind of slowly walking by the theater, and we hear like Simple Minds, like Don't You Forget About Me or something. I'm like, what? Like, that's kind of interesting. So they're doing a good cover song here. And then they played another 80s song. And then they played another. They were an 80s cover band is what the M80s were. And they were amazing. I love them.
They get some quality acts for those. And anytime that I'm there and I'm passing up and there's a band playing, even if I don't know who they are, I'll stop and see it. And I've always been surprised.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's a great venue
just
too.
Live music. Just having some live music in Epcot is so cool. It's included in your park admission. This always blows my mind.
And it's always like high quality, like you said. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if Disney could bring back anything and something, since the before times, something that they've kind of not really brought back a lot of is more of the live shows. To me, that's my bread and butter. That's one of the things that I go to Disney for. Is dark rides, shows. Those are my two big things.
We can hang out. I agree.
So,
dark rides and shows. This sounds awesome.
Yeah,
but I think I have seen lately is the guy that does the thing on the chairs in France. He's back, right? The guy that does the balancing act on the chairs. I think I've seen him on social media.
I know that there's a guy on the boardwalk that does that, but I've not seen.
Maybe he's on
France.
the boardwalk.
And I saw this guy at the boardwalk last Sunday before dinner.
You saw the guy on the chairs?
He was jumping over chairs and he was doing this crazy thing with this hula hoop and stuff. It was fun. But
yeah, I've seen the people
like to
on
see
the boardwalk
Off Kilter
doing
come back and stuff like that too. It'd be so great to see those guys.
Yeah, live entertainment.
All those little things.
Yeah,
all those little things. Disney. I want to see more of that. I mean, I don't know if you remember, back 20 years ago, even there were a lot of little acts that in Epcot like, the janitors. There was, that was stuff like that. But there were other little acts that just would randomly show up different places, and I kind of missed that sort of thing.
Yeah, and Wade, our friend up in Nebraska, says that some of the guys in the M80s are from Mulch, Sweat, and Shears.
That's
which is
awesome.
from back in the over at the studios. They play in that.
Well, Sweat and Cheers.
They were like
Cheers,
gardeners. They were a rock band. They were awesome.
I always think of Len Testa when I hear those guys. He loved them. Oh man, yeah, M80s were great. That's awesome.
That is so cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, more live entertainment. I just think that I know that's a labor cost, but I just think it has to be a win-win-win because the guest satisfaction on live entertainment just has to be through the roof because people can, especially in a place like Scott mentioned, like with the American Gardens Theater, how it's situated right in the dead middle of World Showcase, right? You go from the left from Mexico, you go from the right from Canada or whatever. You're going to have a food or drink in your hand. And what a great place just to have something, a funnel cake, beer and a pretzel, whatever it is, wherever you're coming from, whatever, it doesn't matter. It is, like, oh my gosh, like we're having the greatest time. And, like you're with buddies, you're with, friends, family. Let's sit down and watch this M80s. I don't know who they are, but man, they're playing some good music from the 80s. I remember this song and everybody's happy. Like it's just guest satisfaction would be through the roof, I would think.
It would.
And not to knock what the DJs do because they work hard and they're very talented people, but and a lot of times when those places pop up, I never really see that many people enjoying it, and it kind of makes me think that maybe they could do something a little bit more with those areas and maybe bring back some of these live acts and maybe people will actually watch those sort of things.
Yeah. You know what, too? I think and you're right. It's probably a victim of, the accountants, right? Somebody's probably sitting there at the American Gardens Theater with a clicker and saying, this concert at 6:15 only got 117 people watching it and we're paying this much for the band. And, they're like looking cost per head. And I think you can't quantify everything, especially at a theme park. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to quantify things. But I guess they try.
Absolutely.
It's how it was in education too. Like I had this argument all the time in education, but guess who never won that argument either. So it's like, you know what? There's more than just, you're teaching a child. You're not teaching, you're not just teaching math. But they're like, oh yeah, right. But then, they would always go back to the numbers. I'm like, but it isn't just numbers. But yeah, they always held you to the numbers. Yeah. A lot of things, but wait, you're not winning that fight.
It's the memory. It's the memories that bring people back.
Yes.
And if you're not creating those, people aren't going to come back.
100%. Okay. So you got this trip. So you said your favorite park is this, did you say Epcot? I forget. Epcot?
For Christmas, it's Epcot. It's the decorations. It's the music that's playing in the background. It's candlelight. I love the Christmas party at Magic Kingdom, but if I had to pick, it would be Epcot. I would be there every day.
Sounds good. Mark one up for Epcot. Hey, give us a call back when you get back from the trip and let us know how it goes down there. Cause I won't be down there in the parks this year, but I get to check out the Destiny at Christmas.
Absolutely. And you have a good birthday for Thanksgiving this year.
Hey, I appreciate it. I can't wait. Turkey for my birthday. Got to love that. It's good talking to you, Shaggy.
All right.
Take care, Shaggy.
Take care, brother. Bye. All right. God, so slow on the trigger here.
Who knew? Like, I did not know. Wade dropping that knowledge on the M80s. I did not know that. That's awesome.
Wade knows all.
He does. Wade is a great guy.
Wonder if Wade has on a black shirt right now because they wore the black shirts this week.
I know, but I think they lost though, didn't they?
They did lose, but I wasn't gonna say that. See,
I'm working on a video right now of Lincoln, Nebraska. It's fun looking back on my video. Like that stadium, like when I show my video, like man. There really is so much red in that stadium. There was very little green when we were there. Like,
I'm sure that's because they sell out
They sell out. They're like 410 straight games or something.
Lifetime or something. Yeah, exactly. And I'm 50 years old. 407-584-7173. You want to get on the show? Just like Shaggy, come on in. 407-584-7173. Yep. Dark rides and live shows. It feeds my soul. Shaggy says that's so true because that's something I think just I think it's accessibility, right? Everybody can do a dark ride. Everybody can go listen to some music and enjoy some.
That's how I always say that's how I get my brother to go to Walt Disney World. If I can ever get him, like there's like Haunted Mansion,
Oh, hello,
live
Mike.
entertainment. That's
Yeah,
how I'm gonna get him there.
Hey, what's up, Fulton? What's going on?
How are you, Mike?
I'm
good
good.
to talk to you.
Good talking to you. What's up, brother?
I've been busy. I'm in a singing and innovating the musical this year.
Nice. So what's your part?
I am playing the role as a policeman.
Nice. So
Yep.
I'll give you credit because I was never going to play because I would have stage fright. Can you believe? I never. I could do this. I could do a podcast, but I would never get on a stage.
I didn't know you can do that
No.
or anything. So
Nope, because I can't sing or dance. You do not.
You don't want to hear him sing.
You don't want to see me sing, hear me sing, and you don't want to see me try to dance. It's not pretty.
Nope.
It's not pretty.
you guys want to hear my line real quick?
Yeah, so lay it on us.
All right. Oh, it's on Lockwood. How are you, Mr. Lockwood? Out for a stroll? Anything I can do for you? And you, young lady? You're sure a lucky lady. Good night, Mr. Lockwood.
Well done. Very well done.
Thank you.
And the crowd goes wild.
That's right. So when is the performance?
Well, the performance is at White River Christian Church in Noblesville. It's Thursday through Saturday. And we have one show on Thursday night at 7. It's November 20th to the 22nd. We've got a show on a Friday night at 7. One matinee show at 2 o'clock and the other one at 7 p.m.
Nice. So right before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Nice. That'd be great. It'd be a great thing to get right into the holiday spirit there. A little live theater right before the holiday. They're in Noblesville, Indiana. And you guys have a good football team around you guys now.
Yes, we do. Yep.
You guys are crushing people.
But you need to come, Mike, and see the show in person.
I will try. They got a lot going on. I'm trying to get to see my daughter's basketball team in Chicago too, but maybe I'll do a Midwest tour and get around because I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you perform. That'd be cool.
That'd be good
I'd
because the tickets are on sale on the website, theaddicttheater.com. So if you want to get tickets, now is the time.
All right. Well, Fulton, hey, good luck and keep practicing and break a leg when that show starts.
I sure will. Thanks, Mike.
All right, we'll see you, brother. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Fulton, man, he does everything, man. He's in all the sports, he's in theater, he's in commercials, he does it all.
Crushing it.
He is crushing it, man. He does it. He seriously does it all. 407-584-7173. Give us a call. We have time for maybe one more call. Come on in. Wade says we're in black. What an atmosphere. Oh, Rayola's out. I didn't see that. Oof.
Well, we benched our guy too, so
Our guys.
so let's go figure. Like not even like 4 weeks ago, Lade and I were sitting there in Lincoln with Shelly and Elizabeth and the boys, and both of those quarterbacks are now like done.
What do we all three have in common? All three of our quarterbacks are out.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm thinking that cruise will be a maritime cruise. But I was wondering because it only debuts on the 20th. This is kind of how the treasure was when I got to do that preview because it came out like right before Christmas. I'm like, will they decorate it just for like I was trying to think like if it was my house, like right. Like if I bought a house in
like a specialty like media cruise, right? It's like I could book it if I wanted to, right?
Yeah. It's a general public cruise.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that it's a maritime. I'm gonna look it up right now. Maybe I'll go on it. Maybe I'll crash it.
Dude, come on, let's go, dude. That'd be fun.
You know I got cruise fever right now, Mike.
I know you do, dude. It wouldn't surprise me. I've already got my statement.
Will my placeholder work on that one? No.
Yeah, I will because it's not sold out. All right, we have our next call. Hey, who's this?
Hey, that's Billy.
Billy, what's going on, brother? You're killing me with I thank you for all the 100,000 bars, but I cannot stop eating them. I'm glad
100,000 bars,
100 grand, whatever they are.
I like that though. It's like Billy sent you 100,000 like candy bars.
So my little nephew came over on Halloween. I love him. He's great. He calls them 100 Legrand bars. He says, "Can I have 100 Legrand?" It's like, yes, you can have a couple 100 Legrands, Austin. It's awesome. What's up, Billy?
Hey, I was saw Scott's trip on the Discord, but I was really looking for some reviews on Geo82. It looks like an interesting place. I want to try to get there on my next trip.
Yes, set you up right there. You're on a tee.
So I thought it was wonderful, Billy. Like anyone that like loves Epcot or like Spaceship Earth, I think will really love it because it's just the theming in there. Like as like it kind of, I don't know if anyone's been to Space 220, if you've been to Space 220, but it kind of has that vibe, like the setup, right? Like the, you know, how you have to check in and then you go up this like staircase to get there. It's very like decorated to Spaceship Earth, which like I love, you know. So I just thought that was so cool. It just felt like old school Epcot. And then when you get in there, it's just a gorgeous atmosphere. The serving team, like it's all about the cast members to me. And the cast members there are so great. They're knowledgeable. They want to talk to you. We were asking stories about like, hey, how did you get to Geo82? So like our guy Sal, we like learned his whole history where he was at Sci-Fi, he was at the Enchanted Rose, and now he's over at Geo82 and he's studying for like business management to be like just go up in the company. And all he could do was just talk about how great the Walt Disney Company was. So I just love learning about cast members. We saw an old cast member that we saw from Enchanted Rose working there too. So that was kind of fun, but it was really great. My old fashioned that I got, I don't know if you partake in anything like that, Billy, was like the best that I've had of Walt Disney World. Their brown butter old fashioned was incredible. It is pricey, I will say. So that's, if I had to have like a knock on Geo82, I'll say it's on the more expensive side, but I found value in it because what were you saying, Mike?
It's super exotic there too. It's and that old fashioned is awesome, but it is so expensive.
That brown butter old fashioned is so good. I had a couple of them.
I only had one, but it was good.
It is so tasty. And yeah, and so they have like a drink menu with their specialty cocktails. Like Elizabeth just wanted to get an espresso martini as one. So it's a full bar. So you can order like whatever you want to. They have 0 proof drinks as well. But the views of Epcot from up there, like if you time it right, I think they do. I learned this yesterday, actually talking to Jared. They do have like a specialty, like I think like a wine, like you would have like a dessert party, like a champagne party. But I've heard that blocks off like certain part of the lounge. So if you time it right, you still might be able to see the fireworks from up there, which I can only imagine is spectacular. So highly recommended. The food was good. We got a charcuterie board. The crab cake is really good. It comes with a little like side of caviar on there too. There's just, I can't say nothing but positive things about Geo82.
All right, appreciate the review.
Do you have any plans to go there? Do you have like a reservation booked at all, Billy, or anything?
I'm not supposed to go back until middle of April.
Okay.
I'm trying to narrow down places I want to go this time. I'm
Gotcha.
also getting requests for Hoop-de-Doo, which I know that's a crowd favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm loving. I joke about my cruise fever. I'm on a Hoop-de-Doo fever right now. I'm just like falling in love with that show recently.
Because of Scott, I'm going to try to jump in there with some lizards on it after the marathon.
You should do that, Mike. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be fun with the lizards. I need the food.
Yeah.
So let me ask you
one thing about Geo82 too. Like I didn't feel rushed in there. So like to compare it to the other lounge, like the new lounge, like Beacon Barrel.
I was going to compare the two. Yeah.
We were rushed. Like they really stick to that 45-minute. And so we have a drink and we order some food, talking, having a good time. It's loud in there, kind of like Oga's, you know, we're having a great time. And then our server, who's great, comes up and he's like, all right, guys, it's halftime, 20 minutes in. Like, if you want another drink, you got to order it now. I'm like, what? Where like the previous day, like I spent 3 hours at Geo82. So it just felt so weird. Like, wow, like I was really enjoying my time, the company, and my friendships all around. And now I'm like, bam, 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 I got to go make a decision over here at Beacon Barrel. I think that will change as it gets. I think it's just so new and fresh. They're trying to get as many like patrons and customers and guests in there. I think that will change over time, hopefully, because it's a really cool spot.
You know, I hope so, but you know, Oga's is still kind of the same way.
Yeah, you're right.
Hopefully it is, but yeah.
So let me ask you, Scott, real quick. So Geo82 doesn't seat a whole bunch of people. It's not that big. I mean, is the seating capacity of Beacon Barrel like that much small? Because
I think Beacon Barrel might be bigger.
And see, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, it couldn't. I was thinking it can't be that much smaller.
But that is for families too. So GO82 is 21 and over.
That's true. I was wondering like
So-
why that is, why they're so rushed.
Why? I think it's just because they're wanting it's a hot item. They're just trying to get as many guests.
I mean,
with demand in
GO82
there.
has to be in demand too. I would think. I don't know.
I would
maybe-
think so too. I mean, when we got the GO82, it felt like all the tables weren't used.
Hmm.
Like, so maybe they're like limiting reservations a little bit still, maybe. But I mean, it's not like we were just hanging out at GO82 too. Like, I mean, we were ordering stuff, you know, taking care of our servers, things like that. But yeah, we weren't told to leave. We weren't told that we had to wrap it up, and we were there for 3 hours. So we had a good old time. It was just a chill spot. Highly recommended. Great background loop too when you can hear it. There's a lot of people talking, you know, so like when I went to the restroom, I could really hear it. Oh, by the way, the restroom is awesome too. That's a highly SG rated restroom. But it's just a great experience, Billy. As you, like a big Disney fan, big Epcot fan, I think you're really gonna enjoy it, and I recommend trying to snag an ADR there.
All right, I'm gonna try for it.
Awesome.
But also, congrats to Mallory and Pam and all of you guys for the big win at state.
Oh, thank you.
That is super amazing.
We took Pam. So Mallory had to work today, so it was crazy because you know she's been taking off a lot for they've had all these practices, so she had to work today. But Pam and I took the longest nap this afternoon. We took like an hour and a half nap because we felt like we were hungover. You know, of course we haven't had anything to drink, but like it was exhausting. Like just the emotions of yesterday. It was just like we're tore up. Like we need a nap. Like, I mean, because we got home, the awards weren't until 9:00 last night. We probably got out of there at like 10-ish, and Mizzou's like 2 hours from our house. So we had to drive home from Mizzou, and you're like on this adrenaline rush, and oh my gosh, we were still like this afternoon. We're like, we feel like we've been hit by a truck still. So yeah, we're finally getting over it. But yeah, we appreciate that. We're super excited for it's just something you work for since you're a little kid, and glad she got that.
It is amazing. I will say, like, you're a professional videographer, because I remember my son was a wrestler. I don't know if I caught half of his matches, but they are recorded of the gym, somewhere in the gym. He might be in them, or he might not. But...
Well, let me give you a little inside baseball on the one that's getting like the most views on Instagram. So if you listen, because this will be funny if you're if you're any kind of a dad that watches that video. There's one. Yeah, I think it's the one that's got the most views. So you'll hear me say, so it goes from, so what it was a countdown from like 10th place to first place, but I cut it to make it shorter. I just picked it up at 4th place to first place to make it shorter. And what they do is in cheer, this is just how they do it, like all-star cheer and high school cheer and all that. They count down, they go 10, 9, 8. Like you don't want to hear your school's name because that means like you got 8th place or you got 7th place. Like you want to not hear your school because it means you got first place because you're last, right? So you've been trained as a cheer parent. Do not say our school's name. Like, we've never won before. So you're always like, oh, they're going to say us at 7th place or 5th place. And it's such a letdown, because like your school has to kind of stand up and act like you're happy to get 5th place. Like you stand up, you cheer, ooh, and like you're supposed to cheer for, it's good sportsmanship. Yeah, cheer for you got 5th place. Yay. But you're down, your heart sinks because you wanted to win. But so, and the sad thing was, in our division of 10, there were 3 schools from our district: Francis Howell North, Francis Howell Central, and we're Francis Howell. So they had to say Francis Howell 3 different times. Dude, my heart sank 2 other times because I thought it was us. They almost had to take me out on a stretcher like 2 other times during this whole thing. But if you listen to that video, like we got down to 2nd place, and like Lafayette and Eureka, they've always beaten us, and we got past them. We got to where they were getting ready to say 2nd place, and you hear me say, this is it. And I didn't mean to say it because like our AD took the video and stuff. I was like, oh, this is it. And then once we win, like you said, the video, it's like all over the place because like I lose my stuff. You hear me start screaming. But then where they did the competition. So Mizzou has a new arena where the basketball teams play. It's called Mizzou Arena. But then we have the old basketball arena where they used to play in the 80s. It's called the Hearns Center. It's like across the way. So they do all this other stuff in the old arena that is like not ADA compliant. It is like got the steepest old seats, and there's like no rails for the stairs. It is so dangerous, but I love it because like that's where I grew up watching basketball games. So all of these cheer moms start going crazy while I'm trying. They're like, you videotape it because we're going to lose our stuff. You videotape. So I'm trying to videotape. Well, they start, when we win, they start like trying to hug each other. Well, I'm in between them, right? So they start trying to push past me. Well, we're on these really high pitched seats, and Heather, the mom next to my on my left, is trying to get to Courtney on my right. Pam, I don't know where she was. She was like 2 down, I think. She starts pushing me. I almost went like probably 5 or 6 rows down. You can hear me on the video. I'm like, whoa, stop. The video goes flying for a second because I thought I was gonna go flying like 5 rows, like pitch down like to the bottom of the whole section, because she was trying to push past me to like get everybody, high fiving and hugging. I'm like, stop, because I thought I was going. It was just utter chaos for like 10 seconds. And I thought I was going to lose my life for like 2 seconds because I started to lose my balance. And you know how those arenas are, dude, they're pitched when you're up in the nosebleeds. I was like, oh, pretty high up. I was like, oh my gosh, because it's an old arena. But yeah, it was fun. But that's the behind the scenes of that video. It was harrowing, but it was a memory for sure. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything. That's the good stuff. Can't wait.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, Billy, thanks for calling in. We'll see. I'm going to go upstairs and have another 100 LeGrand for Austin.
100 grand.
See you later.
All right. See you later.
See you, Billy. Take care.
All right. See you later, Scott.
See you.
Great calls tonight, Mike.
Awesome calls. Let me get that.
That was funny hearing your your point of view on that. That's so funny.
You don't know what's going to happen, right? And right. There's been times in the past, like we've got 5th place or something. I've just cut the video and deleted it. So like, I don't want to remember that. So
not this time.
Yeah, not this time. So it was good. It was good. I did think because I'm kind of scared. Like I don't know, like, because you've probably, I'm sure like where the Spartans play, like some of those arenas are so pitched like high, dude. I always kind of get a little spooked that I'm gonna go flying like down.
They're steep, man. Like, yeah.
And I thought for like a split second, I thought she pushed me forward and I started losing my balance. I thought I was going, man.
Oh,
and
no.
But the videotape was like, the camera was rolling. It was right by my mouth. I was like, yeah, I thought I was like, this is not good. This is going to be terrible. But anyway, so so you're going to be on the shows this week, I hope, maybe.
Sounds like I am.
I hope. That'd be good. Because Pam, I think, is she's at Disneyland this week.
Oh man.
She's at Disneyland, then she gets to sail the Destiny. And she's going to World because she's doing some Christmas stuff down there, like Jollywood and stuff. Life.
Does your cruise like end on like my anniversary, like the 11th of December?
It ends on the 11th.
I don't think it's a merry time. And I was thinking about this when Billy was on the call. It's probably because it's a new ship. They probably don't want to decorate it for Christmas because they want people to like see what the ship looks like. New,
you know what? They're probably shooting media stuff on it too at the same time. Because that's how it was with the Treasure. That's why they didn't have it decorated. Yeah. Yep. And that's fine because like
I bet you when you go to Castaway, because there's other stops that are going there that are maritime. I feel like it'll be decorated for Christmas.
Yeah, other ships are going there. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. And they could play Christmas music and stuff. I'm good. But I mean, like I said, like the airport and just.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Fort Lauderdale. Oh, you're going to Miami though, I think, right? Yeah.
I'm going to Lauderdale.
Well, are you?
Because I want to do like you. Like I want to stay at that hotel you stay at.
Okay. That airport is so easy to navigate. Like it's so awesome. Oh, a lot better than MCO. Even though I think I've read MCO is gonna do like a big overhaul now. So
yeah, somebody was saying like it's not gonna be A, B, and C anymore.
Yeah, I got to do some research on it. I saw like a headline while I was down last weekend at Walt Disney World, so I haven't fully caught up on that yet.
Oh yeah, and Amy says Rodeo Mom videos are interesting to listen to. Also, just 8 seconds, but so much screaming. So my nephew is he's a header, team roping, Coy Rallman. You can look him up. He went to national finals one time. So yeah, out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. So yeah, he does a rodeo too. So But he's not like a bulldog or anything like that. He doesn't ride bulls or anything, but his mom, Susie's something. So definitely there. All right. So we're going to cut out of here and we'll do this again next Sunday night. So thanks to everybody for joining us for all the fun cheer talk, football talk, Disney talk, cruise talk, everything talk, Christmas talk. We can do that. Guess it's legal. Oh my God. She's following Coy. That's awesome. That's my cousin's boy.
Yeah, none of the Destiny sailings are maritime. So
Which would make sense because like
I think just because it's a new ship, I think like you don't want to show it off in that format. I feel like.
So if you closed on a house on December 10th, would you decorate it for Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would if I could, but I don't know because I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't go all in. I'd probably have a tree though. So
yeah, that's true. That's kind of what I was trying to think. Like if I closed on a house like on December 10th, would I decorate it for Christmas? Like, like they're getting the keys to the ship, like right?
Yeah, but that's not the first sailing though. The first sailing is before then, even. So
it's November 20th is the first sailing.
Yeah,
so that's before Thanksgiving.
If I close on a house November 20th, I'm totally decorated for Christmas.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's even before Thanksgiving. Yeah. What's up with that? Yeah, that's funny.
You'll be fine.
All right. Don't forget the show's brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you get on a cruise ship with Disney Cruise Line if you'd like. Destiny, Dream, Fantasy. I'm not going to name them all. Treasure, Wonder, Magic.
I know it's starting to get too many to name now.
Adventure, all of them. I think I got them all. Did I? Wish. I forgot the wish.
I think you forget the wish. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
there we go. You want to sail those ships? Go to Disneyland, Walt Disney World, see the world with Adventures by Disney. We are standing by to help you do that for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you for becoming a patron of the show. It's just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We sure love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Thanks to everybody who does that. It means a ton. It keeps us on the air. You can give us a follow on social media at beourguestmike is where you'll find me. Instagram. Check out all the videos from this past weekend. They're a lot of fun. Also x.com and Threads. Scott is at Epscott, EPSCOT in those same places, but the place you got to go. I mean, you heard it today. Sorrento's Pizza counts. Royal Caribbean Sailings. He's got a scepter and a cape and all the other stuff. He's not peeling apples yet, but he could be. And he's going to go to Nebraska. We're going to see Wine Dine races, all kinds of stuff. Is must-see adventure. Scott, tell us about the channel. What's up?
Yeah, so right now we just wrapped up a cruise on the Disney Wish. So everyone wondered what a family cabana was like on Castaway Cay. We experienced that for the first time, so we just shared that video. And then we shared a disembarkation day video. Those are always sad, right? But we don't go to the airport. We do some resort hopping. We have lunch at Sanaa, so you might want to check that out. Get you some tips on what you might want to do on a disembarkation day while you're waiting for your later flight. But yeah, we have Lincoln, Nebraska coming up, and then all sorts of great Disney stuff. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe, comment on the videos, that does a whole lot. It gets people to watch the videos. I hear so many people say, Scott, I love your videos. Not that many people watch them though, so we got to get people to watch them. But yeah, liking and subscribing helps though, big time.
You know, and I think a lot of that's just education. People don't know. Like if you just comment or share, take a clip of like even our podcast on YouTube. If you go to youtube.com/podcast, there's a share button or like a clip. You could take 10 seconds of a video, put it on social media. What that does, that engages the algorithm and it puts out for Scott's channel, for our stuff. It just helps. And that's a free, it doesn't cost any money, but does it help us? It helps us so much. So do that for the channel. Do that for us. Just engage. Just put a comment. Just say, love the video or share it. Sharing helps so much because, somebody that's like, hey, I didn't know that was a thing. And like you said, I mean, somebody, like you say, like it doesn't even have to be a Disney fan. Like, especially because you have such a library now that you don't even have all Disney videos. Like somebody, I know, like, I have friends at Route 66 fans. You have a Route 66.
I have Route 66. I have a Nashville episode.
Yeah, you have a wide variety of.
I basically just take the camera wherever we go now because it's just kind of fun. So yeah, whatever you want to see, I'm always open for suggestions. But I appreciate you letting me talk about it, Mike. But yeah, if you could just subscribe and like and comment, that goes a long way for sure. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right. So we are going to, don't forget the Clubhouse too. That's our free Discord channel for everybody. No charge. Man, we have fun over there. I got to give a shout out to Mohawk and Alex, our friends from over across the pond, they were living it up over in at Walt Disney World this past couple of weeks, and they shared so much over in the clubhouse. And I'll tell you what, it made my day so great for the last couple of weeks, just checking in throughout the day, throughout the evenings, seeing the joy that they were having. I mean, they were living it up there. It was such a good time, and it made me happy to see this. I mean, were you not this? It was
so great.
So joyful to see the fun that they were having.
It was joyful. I had the privilege of meeting Mohawk in person. Him and I sat next to each other. We got Mike. You would have loved this. I think I might have some video of it for a future episode. But like, we just put all these tables together and we just sat around in this big like campfire circle at the Sky Cat Cup. Like, it was just unbelievable. You would have been so proud, Mike, to see your Discord family just all sharing beignets together.
Yeah, thanks to Trisha for putting that together too. That was awesome. All right, we're getting out of here, man. We have gone long, and that's what we do. But
I'm about to have some chili and the cinnamon roll after we sign off.
Oh, you have the cinnamon roll thing.
Oh yeah, we're doing it tonight.
Okay. We're going to talk about that. That's something we're talking about tomorrow. All right, we're going to jump out of here. We'll see you this week on the shows, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So for Scotty G, I'm Mike. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. All right, Jason, have a good one. Have a good game tonight. And Amy, thanks for cheering on Coy. I think he got a new partner. I saw in some website a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully he is going to have a good season. All right. I'm going to hit this.
Good episode.